Hello everybody, how's your day going? 'Cause it's about to get better, and welcome to the grand interview. In today's video, I'll be interviewing all of Stoneworks SMP's most important people. All of these interviews were performed live on my Twitch, so if you want to be a part of events like this in the future, make sure to follow me there. Also, my birthday's coming up, and all I want for it is a shiny checkmark next to my name down there. And you can help. All you have to do is subscribe to me, and I'll get it. Isn't that crazy? You can give me my birthday present for free. Anyway, now on with the video.
My name is Mitch. The in-game name would be Gulster. I'm from the nation of Falnir.
Oh, my name and my country. I am Crab Zircalo, and I am from the Empire of Plagete.
Caleb of the Smiths, and I'm the current acting Archduke of Frostmere.
Quasar, and I'm from Alderash.
Rodney Jones, I'm the chief diplomat of Yamuado.
Greetings, I am the architect. I here to represent music.
I am Ablaze Genie, Kaiser of Isoland.
I'm Yazov, the current Chancellor of Bardonia.
I am Hazel McSpiegel, also known as the Eternal Archon, and I am one of the leaders of Theodosia.
Oh, well, a 10, obviously. But if you're going off of land-wise, we don't exactly have that much land, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're poor.
No, it's that we're fucking a small nation.
I would say overall, we're a pretty average empire. I give us an 8, you know, B minus. And we're passing. We're pretty good. We're not amazing, you know. We're not wonderful. Well, I mean, we are wonderful and we are amazing. But like, we're not the best empire on all of Wrath.
Really? So who would that be?
The best empire in all of Wrath would have to go to... Actually, you know what? I would have said Bardonia, but we just wiped the floor with them.
Probably a 4. After everything, we're still at a 4.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's the lowest I've gotten out of anyone.
We just went from the most dominant empire on the server to being reduced to our core land, losing 80% of our population and our previous Chancellor.
F.
I would say top 2, Plagitea, and I'm going to go Plagitea and Viadoxa. Goddamn, do I love me some Viadoxa.
So Viadoxa is the best?
Well, okay. No, they're not. Like, I love them, but like...
Oh, they're not the best.
Okay.
So, what's wrong with Viadoxa?
This is gonna get me in some hot water with my buddy Valen. But look, I love Viadoxa. No shade.
Sounds a lot like your. I think that's what people say before they throw shade.
All I'm going to say is that, you know, they're led by a man who doesn't think carrots belong in soup, and so I think that disqualifies them personally.
So that means that if you're an 8 and you're not the best, that means that they have to be lesser than you, right? Which means that their leader thinking that carrots don't belong in soup is enough of a crime to drop them at least below an 8.
I'm not gonna lie, I was this close to war decking them after he fucking told me that, because okay, do you like carrots in your soup? Be honest. Like, if carrots were in your soup, would you like it? Would you like a carrot in your soup?
I like penguin stuff. I like fish.
All right, well, okay, so but like, carrots add body, they add electrolytes, they add vitamins, they add flavor. They're wonderful food, right? And this fucking ass. Okay, now I'm standing up. I'm upset.
Sir,
right,
sir, please sit down. Sir, please sit down.
He thinks he's so great because he doesn't fucking eat carrots. He doesn't eat carrots when they're unless they're fucking raw. All right, unless they're like pulled out of the dirt. He doesn't eat carrots, right?
I don't eat
carrots.
Like,
I'm sitting there with my wonderful steamed carrots, and he's giving me all this shit.
And
that's why Viadoxa is the worst empire on Rat.
Oh, so it went from them being one of the top 2 to them being the worst? Interesting.
I will not elaborate on my stance.
All right.
You know, I'm probably just gonna go with a 0. We just don't fit all the other empires. They're all like fighting people and stuff like that, and they like it, and we don't. So, you know, I guess we just don't really fit the bill.
All of them.
All of them. All of them. All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll tell that to them all.
I don't want to say anything out here, so I'd beat. I would get. I reckon I could beat the Frostina, the leader of formerly Carve, which is now Umbreon. She would probably beat me, but like I'd give it a go. She's the only one I reckon I might be able to beat, but I'm not confident in it. I just reckon it's worth giving it a go. The rest of them I don't stand a chance. I'm not a very physical.
Yeah?
I'm just not good at combat side of things, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just not my skills, you know.
Oh yeah, I totally know. I've died 3 times to raiders that just show up after the interview's over. Like the diplomats leave and everything, like the leaders leave, and then they just show up and kill me.
Bandits are just the worst.
They are, honestly, they are. So,
Awful.
what's the best part of your nation, in your opinion?
So the best part of my nation, the best part of Yimuado, I think, is its lore and its history, because it's one of the oldest nations in. It's one of the oldest nations in Raptor. You know, it came from.
I heard that it was the oldest.
Oh yeah, it's the oldest. Because it's the oldest. It came before Raptor as well. Because it came from a server before Raptor, which was Jagdus. And when Jagdus got corrupted, a lot of its player base went through and refounded the nation. And I think the reason I love Yimuado is it's just full of like lore and history. And like for example, when you're walking down like the capital of Yimuado, Urarag, the most insignificant building has just got like so much lore behind it. It's just the history of Yimuado is just so great. I mean, like, if you ever get the chance to read the wiki in Yimuado, you should. It's like several pages long. It takes a long time to read, but if you ever have the time, I would recommend reading it.
Yeah?
But that's honestly the best part of Yimuado. It's just the history. It's the history and its community, you know. It's got a great culture and it's got an amazing history that, you know, I'm glad to be part of.
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Community.
Could you beat Herb Dashwell in a fight? A fist fight.
Yeah, probably.
Could you beat me in a fist fight?
I've never actually. You're penguin. You don't have fists.
Frick, you're right. Alright, fish fight.
I'm not the best at PvP, I'll admit, so it would depend on the situation.
Alright, situation 5x5 square, no armor, no utilities, nothing, and you charge at them. Who's gonna win?
Most likely them, I will be honest with you.
Alright, and them is the,
Most any other national leader.
most any, who would,
Most any other.
who would not?
I haven't had the pleasure of testing my skills against many. K9, my fellow emperor, is pretty much the only one I've ever actually tested myself against, and he beats me 9 times out of 10, so...
Oh, nice, yeah. You'd beat me 11 times out of 10, so you got that on him.
Oh yeah, no, it is actually notorious how bad I am at PvP.
Yeah?
Yes, my skill does not lie in the ability to know game mechanics, it lies in the ability to know people. That said, if I was gonna try and fight someone, probably just for the fun of it, I would go with Mystic of Yimuadal, Empress Mystic.
Really?
I think it would... I mean, I figure why not? I'm terrible at fighting. I heard that apparently she did really bad in a fight. That could be completely wrong information. I'll be going up against one of the best PvPers in the server. You know, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
I gotta take my shot.
Yeah. Yimuadal, actually, Mystic specifically, that was since at the time of creating the idea of a interview, I lived in a city in Yimuadal, right? So naturally, the first person that I asked was Mystic. And I just want to let the entire world know, hey, everyone who's watching this, you'll never guess the only person who denied to do it. It was freaking Mystic. Now, I'm not saying that Yimuadal did not get their representation. Actually, quite the lovely rat meat. Jones gave a representation, and he was very nice. But the fact that freaking the person that I was supposed to be a citizen of their nation said no, and no one else. I even asked Uni at the time when he was still alive, and he said, yeah, sure, that sounds like fun. Of course, he died, and then I talked to the person that was a part of the fight that killed him, but that's not important. Mystic freaking said no. So, yeah, but Rat Meat Jones was cool. He had a lot of suits.
He does have a lot of suits.
Yeah, he does.
We actually have a college. So, our college is actually it's a mixture of a bard's college and where you learn how to become. You can either become a bard or you can become an actor.
See, I'm not a very good student. I'm much better at not learning. I'm much better at teaching people. So could I just skip the whole student part and become a professor?
What is the best part of my nation?
Yes.
Oh God. What to pick? Are we talking people? Are we talking places?
No, we're talking your nation.
The best part of my nation would have to be me.
The decentralization.
What?
It's lore and it's history, because it's it's one of the oldest nations in. It's one of the oldest nations in Rathman. It came from.
I heard that it was the oldest.
Oh yeah, it's the oldest. Because it's the oldest. It came before Rathman as well. Because it came from a server before Rathman, which was Jagdus. Then when Jagdus got corrupted, a lot of its player base went through and refounded the nation. And I think the reason I love Humorador is it's just full of like lore and history. And like for example, when you're walking down like the capital of Humorador, Urarag, the most insignificant building has just got like so much lore behind it. It's just the history of Humorador is just so great. I mean, like, if you ever get the chance to read the wiki in Humorador, you should. It's like several pages long. It takes a long time to read, but if you ever have the time, I would recommend reading it.
Yeah?
But that's honestly the best part of Humorador. It's just the history. It's the history and its community, It's got a great culture and it's got an amazing history that, I'm glad to be part of.
Yeah, I don't know how to read.
Community. Bruh.
Probably the empty chicken farm in the city of Viodos.
What?
So the reason I say this is because it's both one of our greatest feats and like the most tragic story ever. So back when Viodos was founded as a city, the tax upkeep was still on, and not tax. The upkeep cost was still on. So like every day or so, they had the city had to pay land to just keep existing.
Yeah.
Well, most cities they did it where either like the head guy just paid all of it himself, or like they taxed the people and stuff like that. Well, in Viodos' case, we didn't do that. What they did was they built an underground pumpkin pie farm. Pumpkins, sugarcane, and chickens.
Yeah.
And that's how they paid for the city for over half the server's existence. And then, fairly shortly, like a month or so after I joined the server, and was running around as a citizen, the Rathnir just killed everything. Like, all the animals died, and we've never been able to get enough chickens that like didn't die to plague back in there to start it back up again. So we've had to go to like the ways of making money that everyone else did to pay for keeping up the city until they turned off the cost.
Holy crap! They just killed everything.
Yeah, all the sheep, all the cows. Like,
was it specifically in Viadoxa, or was it in or was it like of the entire world? Are we talking like Noah's Ark mass carnage level of freaking death, or are we talking just like
No, it was the entire server. Everything was gone. So the reason that there's actually animal spawn eggs at the spawn store is because of them killing all the mobs the first time around.
Wow, that's interesting.
It was pretty crazy.
And that's the favorite part of your nation.
Well, it was like a daily ritual. I would get on the game, you know, and before I would do anything, before I would like decide to go mining, to go building, to go just exploring the world, anything, I was like, okay, time to go get the eggs from the chickens, get the sugar cane, make the pies, and then put it down so that the mayor can go make the money to pay for the town. Like, that was like the daily ritual. It was what I did. It was like, you're like the Zen place. You just didn't pay attention to the world for a little bit, and then it was just kind of gone. It's still there. Like, it has all the stuff. Like, if the chickens go back, like,
that
is back in there,
that sounds incredibly sad, and I find that very funny. You're just explaining it like, yeah, it was my only safe space, the only place where I'm able to like really decompress and think about myself, and now it's gone. It was just freaking torn from the fabric of reality. Technically, in lore, God just smited all of the animals out of existence, which, that's pretty nice.
Benches?
Bench, yes, like what you are standing on right now. Except that's more of a seat because it's on a stage, you know.
If you count seats, probably around.
I
like,
don't, because you can sit on the floor, thusly the whole world is a seat.
Well, I mean, benches, none. But we have lots of seats.
None. You have no benches.
Like park benches, is that what you're speaking about?
Yeah, that's one of the most popular forms of bench.
No, we don't have any benches. We have chairs.
What a
That's
sad
buildings.
existence. I'm trying to sell this country to people, right? And then you come in here with no benches?
Ooh, I know, scary concept, right?
That is actually horrific. How are you still alive?
I don't know. It's actually last time I checked, benches, they are the deciding factor. And
Do you need me to call a police? Here, actually.
call a police.
Yeah, a police.
10 benches in the nation.
In the nation? That's sad, man. That's not good. I mean, it's not the worst answer I've gotten. It's not the worst answer I've gotten.
We have individual chairs in our.
No,
houses.
that's not a bench, man. That's not a bench. I asked how many benches do you have. But yeah, I mean, it's not the worst answer I've got. Someone said 0. Yeah. It doesn't reflect the best, but I did buy a house there.
Can't move around to get the AFK thing to go away.
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to get on that, because no benches. That's just embarrassing.
I will have my councils of builders do that. I'm pretty sure one of them is at least listening.
Yeah. Okay, so fun story. I disabled my HUD. Okay, there we go. I disabled my HUD and I forgot how to turn it back on. So I was just hitting every button, every F1 button, and hoping that it wasn't gonna crash my computer.
Benches.
Actually, the last individuals that I interviewed said that they didn't have any benches in their society, which is just appalling. That's horrific.
I think we have at least one bench per city. So hold on, I have to.
It's a bit of a small number, but
No. All right. So we got. Hold on, we
bit
have
of
like
order of the benches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 benches roughly. I would put it at about 29 benches.
Yeah, that's rookie numbers. Yeah. You could get them higher, but that's okay. At least it's not 0 like the last person was.
Yeah, who said that?
I feel like I should not say, but their head might be on some snow outside. You're not allowed to leave the interview, though.
Yeah, I don't have 1,000 benches, but I think 300 benches is like a solid amount, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for a smaller country, I'd agree, yeah.
I mean, we could get more. We could definitely invest in more, but there's just not enough space in, like, the capital. And certain cities are quite tight.
Yeah, well, did you ever think of this idea? And keep in mind, this is a bit of a revolutionary idea. It's a bit of a controversial take. A bunk bench.
What, like like a bench on top of a bench?
Yeah.
That is very controversial.
As a whole, I couldn't tell you. Probably thousands, most likely.
Thousands.
Maybe
That
tens of
is the
thousands.
statistic that I like to hear. Because I personally judge a country based off of how many me is in it. I mean, Frostmere is currently beating everyone else in that. But also the big indicator is how many benches they have. And one of the people that I asked said that they didn't have any benches.
Well, that's silly. I mean, you've got to keep in mind, as I said earlier, Oldrash has the largest active player count of any nation on the server. Therefore, it's reasonable to assume it has the most benches.
I'm just honestly impressed that they consider themselves an empire, you know, due to the fact that they have such a low number of benches. Where am I going?
When you're drunk, it sends you flying in various directions.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice.
I have lost count.
That is what I like to hear. Either that or, I mean, regardless of if you only have like one and you just can't count, neither can I. So I can finally have someone to relate to. I don't know math. I'm a penguin. I was born in the Arctic in Atlantis, and I just swam up here one day, and I haven't gotten back down because they have pie up here, and it tastes pretty good, as well as fish. You want some fish? They don't have that fish down there. It's just squid, and it tastes kind of rubbery. I don't like it that much. Anyway, but like, regardless, either that or you have so many that you just there's no sense in counting them all. But if you were to give a rough estimate, how many would you say?
Well, see, that's the thing is like, I've never like bothered trying to count them. I do know that there's at least like 8 or 10 around Val Oberstein Hall, which is our national library, and that's just the capital city. I haven't like factored in other parts of the capital city alone. I know that there's some in Kamur. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's some in like New Amsterdam and stuff like that. Like, there's at least 2 really big ones in New Amsterdam that I can think of off the top of my head. So. Yeah, I just know that they're everywhere.
Here's the real question. What do you think Plagiatea would do to, like, what are we treating? Right? You know, I think we're treating, you know, the disease
calcium
of
buildup.
people. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go actually vitamin D deficiency.
You went.
That's the vitamin in carrots.
I love your freaking brain thought of like, we purge the world of the disease that. Oh yeah, vitamin D.
Yeah,
vitamin D.
Because I was about to say we purge the world of the disease that is people who don't like carrots in their soup.
So would you say you would you declare war on a nation that does not like carrots in their soup?
Okay, so we have all right, so I want to point out on a very serious note, we obviously do not uphold the Bardonian policy of talk shit, get hit. That was toxic as hell, and I think anybody who tries to emulate that is a genuinely bad ruler and should not be given power. But as a meme answer, I think that if you, 1, say you don't like carrots in your soup, and 2, you say we smoke mid, I'll kill you on the spot.
We smoke mid?
Yeah, do you not know about smoke? Okay,
all right. So
when you smoke weed, right?
Yeah.
When you smoke weed.
Yeah, I do that very frequently.
I'm sure, as a penguin.
Yes, yes. I cannot fly, yet I'm still higher than most seagulls.
Right, but when you smoke weed, you like there's high quality weed, right, and then there's like mid, right? Like that's basically the long and
so
short
they're
of it.
saying that you smoke mid-quality weed, like not that it's bad, it's just not like as good as
I want
theirs.
to keep in mind also, like IRL information about me. I smoke some weed, but like I'm not super into it, so I just say it because I think saying anybody who says Plagiatea smokes mid it gets war deck sounds funny.
Honestly, it does. It does.
It does.
It does. It does.
All right.
Why does everyone name their empire like a medicine for elderly people? Why not just name it after the person who founded it? I mean, Frostmere makes a bit of sense. I'd say that's the most logical sounding one. But, like, think about it. Bardonia, Ulderash, Yimuadal, Viadoxa especially. Viadoxa sounds like it's gonna freaking help you with your heart problems, bro.
I've never thought about it like that before, but sure.
Well, like, why? Why, you know? Why not just name it after the person who started it?
Probably because it's not about the person that started it. It's about the legacy of all the people that live there. You know, you want to make a name that includes all.
The legacy is, elderly people medicine?
You know, I don't think that's what they were going for.
I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Do you disagree?
I mean, other than Alderash, Alderash sounds like, you know, some kind of rash medicine, but the rest of it's, yeah.
I mean, I have a point. Why is your country named Ulderash? That sounds literally like something that I'd give to my grandma because she has a freaking rash on her leg.
Well, it's mostly just a name. As I said, I'm a relatively new emperor. I wasn't around when even the second empire was founded, let alone the first empire. You'd most likely need to ask the original founders that question.
Huh. So why don't you change it?
As far as I'm aware, it's just a name. Everyone likes it at this point. It sounds pretty nice.
It sounds like a freaking medicine.
In your opinion.
No, that's a fact. It sounds like a medicine. Like, whether or not you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's your decision. But
I don't think it's. I mean,
the fact stands is it. Why does everyone name their empire like a medicine for elderly people? Why not just name it after whoever founded it? Your name of your empire is Viadoxa. That sounds like it's gonna frickin' help me with some problem, like, I don't know, calcium buildup, migraines, frickin', I don't know, my left toe is sore, I don't know, but it sounds like it's a pill that's gonna help me with something. Like, if you wanna lower your cholesterol today, take 2 Viadoxa per frickin' every time you fart, I don't know, but it just sounds like it. That and Ulderash, you two sound like the 2 most medicine freaking countries in the world.
Do you want the real reason, or do you want me to just make a meme reason?
Meme reason.
You know, it's because we are medicine. We keep people from getting invaded. Okay, a Viadoxa a day keeps the empires away.
That's actually a really good question, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you see it with like a bunch of them. Viadoxa, like what the heck? Ulderash? Those just sounds like you're gonna give them to your grandma to like stop swelling in her ankles, you know?
She's just injured or like she's swelling, you just give her Ulderash.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean. Okay, so actually I've got a question I'm over now. So if Yimuadal was a type of medicine, what would Yimuadal be? A type of pill. What do you reckon?
Ooh, that's a heartburn. Yimuadal.
That's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a good question. Yimuadal. Headaches.
I can get behind that, you know.
What's medication?
It's a thing that you take to feel better, but some have other effects.
Like what?
PP hard effects.
What's a PP? If you don't answer within the...
We're not giving them the respect that we deserve.
Well, that's not your least favorite thing about your country. That's the least favorite thing that your others do about your country.
Well, the least favorite thing about my country is that...
If you don't answer within the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna say it's the citizens. 1.
We don't have
2.
enough trees.
You obviously don't seem too jazzed about your nation right now. You don't seem too hot about it. You don't seem...
It's not that we're not too hot about it. It's more a case of being realistic more than anything. That's the thing.
Well, That's dumb.
Rare.
You're telling me that your favorite part of your country is the people, but your least favorite part of the country is the people.
No, I'm saying that some of the people I get in my Discord are just really, really bad. Like they have malicious intentions.
Not me though, right?
No, not you. You're like a piece of butter.
So, I don't have like a house. I have a castle, right? Or I had a castle. I used to live there. I used to live in the castle of my country, but I stopped because people were stealing the boots and the chest plate off my armor stand. Not the whole set, just like very specific pieces. And so I would replace them, and the next day I would come back and look, the armor stand was fucking empty every fucking time. So I moved. So that's what I hate the most about my empire. People stealing my shit.
So you're telling me your least favorite thing about your empire is the fact that you house thieves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's the least favorite thing about my country is whenever someone steals all of my hard-working clothing. But it looks like you're doing pretty good without.
Oh yeah. But like, imagine if somebody walked into the fucking White House and just like took fucking Joe Biden's pajamas, right? Every night.
Dude,
and
they're
every
silky
day
smooth. You have no idea. Have you ever worn them?
But like, for a week, I rented them out last month. But
oh, really?
No, for like
that's
a
the
week,
freaking person. I was trying to have them for a month straight, but then you took my. Anyway.
Some of the people I get in my Discord they come with some very malicious intentions.
Yeah? Like,
yeah,
trying to break all your benches?
That, and they're just trying to, like, start stuff, like start wars.
They trying to
over little
freaking...
things.
Did they tell you that Tommy Innit is a good YouTuber?
Who?
The least favorite thing.
Wait.
Actually, I just experienced it this morning. I just experienced it this morning. I hate how big my city is. I despise it. like that's it. This is a serious complaint. Because the city of Viadoxa is situated on an island chain.
Yeah.
And so most cities, they grow and they kind of grow in like a general circle, right? You know, you build on the outside. Well, Viadoxa started on an island on the north of an island chain, and we've built down the length of the island chain. So the city, I would say, it's a pretty decent city. It's one of the larger cities in Rathnir. You know, like I would compare it to like Fornost or like Ernu, you know, and like its importance and its size and stuff like that. But the difference is the fact that instead of just walking like a short distance, like, you know, like half the length of the city to get from one thing to another, you have to run the entire length of the city to get to just about anything because it's all stretched out in a line.
Yeah, here, you want to see something cool about my the city that I'm gonna get? This is totally not because I just checked my inventory and realized that I don't have a yellow shulker box that has all my most valued items in it. I do want to show you this, and it's totally a part of the thing. Hey, you know, down here is a cool place to be. Don't you agree? We have a lot of... I am on half a heart.
What kind of interview questions are these?
Very good ones.
These are rather shit.
Did you know that?
I think you better watch your fucking mouth.
I can't because it's on my face.
No. I
can't.
I think you better watch.
Here, why don't you
fucking streets?
Why don't you do it for me, bro? This isn't a street. This is a motherfucking. This is a bench, bro.
I work for big math.
And
if people know that O and 0 are the same flipped upside down, all right, I will lose my fucking nuts. They're gonna cut my nuts off. The people at Geometrical, the people at fucking.
Dude, not your nuts.
At Desmos, they're gonna cut my nuts off. All right, all right. So you listen here. You keep that goddamn information to yourself, or I will beat you to death.
Okay, don't worry. No one will know except for all the people I interview, as well as the people that are watching this.
That's what I thought.
I got a question, and let's see if I'm able to walk correctly for long enough to be able to ask you this.
I believe in you.
Right? I don't. Okay, so you know the letter O, right? I'm about to blow your mind with this, okay? Did you know that O upside down looks the same?
I disagree.
You
I think it's very distinct upside down.
you think it's very distinct upside down?
Yeah. I'd have to disagree.
Okay, I'll
Don't know what you're
why
talking about.
why do you think that? Nice crown,
Well,
by the way. Is that a crown?
It's just a little flower crown.
You have a flower crown? How did they not
yeah.
die? Or is that the gray ones? Are those ones dying?
No, I just replace them every so often.
Every so often. How often is that?
You'd be surprised. Flowers from the beautiful home city of Taroa last a shockingly long amount of time.
How long?
Several weeks.
Several weeks. Oh wow. Yeah. Anyway, so you disagree with the fact that O looks the same upside down? Because
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
I
like
am pretty
really
freaking
different.
wasted right now, and I cannot see that far.
Yeah, no. I'll forgive you for that though. It's clearly different to me.
Huh. Yeah, let me put on my glasses. Let me put on my glasses. Nope. Looks the same.
Well, we'll just have to agree to disagree, I suppose.
I'm not good at that because the thing is I'm always right.
Dude, take that down. That's political. That's too political.
Oh, you're right.
It's gonna cause mass rioting.
Take it.
We're not ready for that. We're not ready for that as a society.
There, I took it down.
Yes.
You knew that?
Yes.
Who told you? I thought I was the first to know. No one else knew.
Fair enough.
That didn't answer my question.
Well, it did. You asked me if I knew if the letter O was when flipped upside down.
No, I
Same
said
way.
who told you. I was the only one who knew, and you said fair enough. Who is fair enough?
Books.
Where are they? I'm gonna kill them all.
Probably in Alderash.
Books in Alderash? Frick, I like Alderash. The people there were really nice to me and listened to my terrible jokes. But also
So what
I
did you
hate books because I can't read them.
I actually did not know that.
Well, we're about halfway through the questions. So, would you like a refreshment?
Sure. What are your options? Definitely not poison. Taste. I'll drink it.
I don't trust you. This isn't water, is it?
Well, it's supposed to say probably not poison, but wait a minute. Give me that. 1 second.
Are you?
Here you go. I just took it back.
What the? Is there? Where'd turkey go? Can you drink this? I mean, if he drinks it, I'll drink it. He's not out here. All right.
Yeah. Where the fuck?
Thank you. I'll save this for later.
Right now, drink it.
Nope.
Yeah,
Can't.
yeah, you can.
No,
Sure you
no,
can.
no.
Yeah, you can. I'm sure you're parched. The glowstone is quite hot.
I took a Xanax before this.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't
Well, that'll
drink
help it
anything.
dissolve in your
That's
stomach.
not. I hope you know if you actually drink when you take a Xanax, you like have a seizure and die.
Sounds like a good time.
See, it says water bottle, but the water looks slightly darker than normal.
Really? That's insane. You should drink it.
Unfortunately, I don't drink, so I'm gonna have to
You don't drink.
respectfully refuse your offer.
Well, I'll drink it for you then.
Perfect.
See, you didn't trust me, so now you look like a fool.
No, it's not that I didn't trust you.
No,
as I
you
mentioned, I
didn't
drink.
you didn't trust me. And I am very hurt by that.
What did you give me? Water bottle, no effect.
Yeah.
Cool. I brought a gift for you. Let me just drink this water bottle.
You did? You brought a gift for me?
Yeah, like, I didn't want to, like, come here. I was just gonna give you the bottle back, but I'll give you the gift. You can take the bottle back, because you probably need to use it again. No, I bought a gift for you, because, like, I kind of assumed, like, I didn't want to show up empty-handed, you know?
Yeah. No, I get it.
So, I got given this. It's quite old, but it ages. It's good that it ages. It's barrel age. So in Yamada, we have like arguably the best brewer in Rapnir.
Arguably, not hands down. You're not confident in this person?
I'd say hands down. People would contest it, but we have Dodo, who's, in my opinion, the best brewer in Rapnir.
Okay.
This is a bottle of copium.
What? A bottle of copium.
Don't drink it yet. It will make you it gives you haste, but it will make you incredibly hungry. It's for coping and seething.
Man, you just watched that whole thing. Yikes. That's impressive. I'm sure you were able to tell from the thumbnail that this is going to be a very two-parted episode because I recorded them all on Twitch and then I saw that it was an hour and a half long, and I didn't think anyone would want to sit through that. So I edited this one first, and we're gonna have a part 2 that'll release in 2 weeks. And if you want a little taste test, I'm not gonna spoil any of the reactions for you, but I will tell you 3 of the questions. Okay? So question 1 is, are you afraid of a coup happening? Question 2, can I have your position? And question 3, how do you wash your clothes? Now, if you think none of those sound interesting, you're wrong. They all have hilarious answers, as all of the ones here did. But once again, I am trying to hit that follower goal, and so if you could subscribe, that would be huge. And I'll see you guys probably in like 2 weeks or something. I don't know, or when I'm live, so much earlier than that. But yeah, have a nice day.